Good afternoon. Welcome to Mountain View Elementary School. It's 2 o'clock, so we're going to get started. Thank you, everyone, for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us today. Today marks a historic moment in Mountain View's history. Conceived in 1955 and opened in 1957, there's been a lot of history here in the school. Many successive generations have taught, have learned here in these buildings, and so this building is the library building was built in 1972. So there really hasn't been a lot of change here at this campus over the years. And so this is going to be a big change for the way things for this part of the community, for the Mountain View neighborhood, and for everybody that will be able to participate in the next successive history for the Mountain View School. And so I just look around, I see so many people here today that represent many generations of leadership here at the school. And so thank you for everybody turning out. Thank you for our partners here at the city and the media being able to join us today for this a moment. And so thank you and welcome. And we want to take you through a couple of speakers that will share a little bit more information about the Mountain View and its future. So thank you. With that, Dr. Apostle.
Thank you, Robert. Shelton proud, Shelton now, we did it, and we did it together. No doubt about it. Good afternoon. I want to take a moment to respect, honor, and appreciate those that came before us who had the courage and heart to move our school district forward and provide the culture and foundation for allowing us to experience this beautiful and monumental day. Let's give them a moment of silence, please, and your thoughts. Great people that did great things. I would like to specifically thank our school board president, Carrie Davidson, Vice President Sandy Tarswell, and board members Sally Brownfield, Sally Carr, and Dan Cooling for all their support and effort in passing this bond. They were behind us 100%. Also, I would like to thank our Bond Advisory Committee, and specifically our bond co-chairs Mike Barnard and Don Wielander for everything that they put forth. They did a wonderful job. I would also like to thank our unions, our staff for their hard work, and of course, our community and our Native American tribes for all their good work and support. They did an outstanding job throughout the bond process. One of the things I've mentioned over and over again, and I'll mention it again this afternoon, is that not too many people thought that we were going to pass our bond. And I would go to meetings, and people would come up to me and they would say, well, I hear you're running a $65 million bond issue. And I said, that's right. But by the way they looked at me and their body language, they thought I was barking up the wrong tree as a superintendent of schools. Well, shortly after we passed the bond, I had the pleasure of going to a superintendent's meeting. We won. And it was a great feeling to be able to look at people and say, you know what, you doubted us, but we did it. So I have this community to thank for all their effort and courage and heart to continue the legacy of those that were here before us. I'd like to also give a special thank you to Jeff Feeney, our consultant, who's done a great job. The architects, the contractors, Robert Heron and Brenda Trogstad from our staff that have made this effort a reality. I would also like to thank Jackie McAlevey for all her good work organizing this event. At this time, I'd like to turn the program over to Robert Heron. Robert?
This process to start to work through what was going to be, why we're staying here today started in April 2016. We had several committees, starting with a committee here at the school to determine what the needs were. And so as that process unfolded, we went all the way through until the day that the bond was passed, and where the community came forward and spoke with a single voice for the future and the destiny for Mountain View Elementary School. And at this time, I'd like to bring forward our architect that could talk about how the next process after the bond was passed and where we went through to design and to talk about what the new Mountain View Elementary School is going to look like. So Steve Storsley with Erickson McGovern Architects.
Hello, thank you for being here and coming to this groundbreaking. As Robert was telling you, the school here exceeding 60 years of age now. It's done a good job for all the years it's been working, but it was done in kind of the old standard classrooms and corridors and maybe a gymnasium. With today's curriculum needs and all the extra learning needs that are there in the school, that this building is actually getting too small and too old, and luckily we passed a bond issue to get this new school. The new school is about 10,000 square feet bigger than this school, so there's more extra space for all those extra needs. It'll have all the technology needs that is used in education today. But as far as the school goes, we did have some challenges that we do have this existing building that will stay here. The library and these play sheds here will be moved away, so it'll give a nicer opening to the new school. But if you look at the drawing right here, the picture of the new school, the new school will sit over in that part on the other side of the parking lot right there. In fact, we'll be able to add some more parking over there. But this sidewalk that you see right behind you, that you come up here, that actually comes up right in that area to kind of an entry plaza. And so that's, as you can see, the main entry of the building. The building will have a two-story classroom wing that in the picture it goes off onto if you're looking at it, it will go off to the left. Out to the road out there, but that's the two-story classroom wing. Going 2 stories allowed us to get to a smaller footprint of the building. There's a wing that comes out this way, the kindergarten wing. That's just a 1-story building, and then now behind the entry and the administration area there is where the gymnasium cafeteria are. So that's kind of a brief overview of the building. We want to look a little bit more contemporary, more interesting than the old style school here. So we've used a combination of materials of some block veneer, much like what you'd see over at the Olympic Middle School, some other pre-finished siding to give maintenance and long-lasting effects to it. Created some breaks in the building to give it, not just a long, boring look to it, but give it some interest and create some nice looks to it. But then inside, again, we have all the needs of technology built in. We have a lot of flexibility with operable walls and classrooms that can use as different functions. So we're very pleased and very proud that we were able to provide this and design it for the district, and now it's coming to fruition with construction. Erickson McGovern has worked with the Shelton School District for a while, and we're very pleased and proud, and it's always been a good experience working with the staff and being able to do this work. So we're happy, we're excited, and hopefully in a little over a year now we'll be starting a new school year here. So, thank you.
Thank you, Steve, and pardon your ears. So it's going to be an exciting day here come September of 2019. When you walk in the front door of Mountain View, imagine tall timbers, of the Shelton heritage, reaching up 2 stories, and you'll be able to see a bridge that crosses over in front of you. It's going to have just a tall sense of a soaring sense of openness and high heights of our tall timbers like we have here in Shelton. And so when you walk in and you see the space, the natural colors, it's just going to be a warm and welcoming environment. It's going to welcome our students and our staff to a place that is going to be home for them for their beginning of their education. So with that, I'd like to welcome our contractor, Mike Schwezo, Schwezo Construction, and to say a few comments about the project.
Well, I don't know a lot about the project since we're just starting it, but we are pleased to be doing the school for the Shelton School District. Thought about it for a minute. I think we first worked with Erickson McGovern 28 years ago, so and we've had a good relationship with them over a large number of years. We hope to build you a building you're very proud of. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. And we also have our school board representation here this afternoon. And Carrie, would you like to come forward and share a couple of comments?
Hi, I'll keep it brief. I just wanted to say thank you again to all of you for supporting all of this. When I moved to Shelton as an elementary school student, I came to this school. My daughters go to this school right now. I walk the same halls with them, and I'm filled with memories. And my father-in-law reminded me the other night that when he went to elementary school, and he's in his 70s now, he went to this school. So this is really exciting that there's going to be a change. I know this school has been a home for a lot of people, so it has a lot of great memories, but I am looking forward to building new ones. And again, just wanted to say thank you to all of you, the teachers, the community, everybody for helping pass this bond, and we get to see it kick off here.
And Sandy, would you like to step forward? Sandy Tarswell? All right, well, great. Well, that concludes the speaking portion of today's groundbreaking ceremony. So in a literal sense, we are going to break ground. So at this point, I'd like for our school board to step forward over to our golden shovels, as well as Dr. Apostle and our principal representative. Mary, could you come forward, please? Mary Johnson is our principal for the next school year here at Mountain View. And we'll take a moment for them to don the appropriate PPE, personal protective equipment, as required.
Before they move out of there, can we get a picture of John with them?
Absolutely. Right up in front.
So did you.
All right, thank you, everybody. We're going to pose for a couple more pictures here, but I want to take a moment to welcome you also to come back on July 11th, when we will have a ceremonial blessing from the Skokomish and Squaxin Island nations for our site here, and we'll also have one at the high school at the same time. So please stick around and enjoy some refreshments and snacks and celebrate the future of Mountain View Elementary School. Thank you.
Nice job.
Bye, Mom. Bye. No, she had an interview at Mark and